Hi, this is Drew. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple VHDL module, and we're going to write a simple VHDL test bench to test that module. First thing you want to do is open up your ISE project navigator. Then we're going to go create a new project, and we're going to call it 3 input gate. We're going to make sure that we select HDL for the top level source. Click Next. We don't need to worry about the project settings for the board because we're not going to put it on a board. Click Finish. Okay, now we've got our empty project. We'll click New Source to create a new VHDL module. So select the VHDL module, and we're going to call it main_src for main source. Click Next. Okay, now we're going to enter our ports. We'll call those X, Y, and Z input ports, and our output port will be F. So make sure to change that to out. You'll notice that it's already populated our entity name and our architecture name. You can go on ahead and change those if you want to, but for the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to just leave them as they are. Then click Next, and it'll give us our overview. Click Finish. Okay, it's already created our VHDL source file for us. It's put in basically all the boring stuff. Now we're going to enter our actual function. Okay. Now you'll notice that we've got F here to the left of the assignment operator, which is the less than and equal to sign, and then X and Y and Z. And that's our simple function right there. So then we're going to synthesize it. So just double click on synthesize. We'll go ahead and save that file so that it can synthesize. And when we get our green check mark, we know we're good to go. Okay, we've got our check mark. So let's click simulation. So we change our view from implementation to simulation. And we want to add another new file. So we click our Add New Source button again, and then we want to add a VHDL test bench this time. So now this one we're going to call it main_TB for test bench, not tuberculosis. We want to make sure it's associated with our main source. So if you have more than one source, it'll give you the option of associating it with different sources. Let's make sure and associate it with main. Click Next. Click Finish. Okay, now it's giving us all these errors down here. The way to fix those is to remove the clock that it automatically inserts when it generates your test bench. So let's just go on ahead and comment this out or delete it, whatever you want to do. We're going to comment it, and then we got to comment on our clock process definitions, and then we got to remove. Let's just gut this right here because that's our stimulus process. Right. So we got an empty stimulus process. What we're going to do is we're going to tell it to wait 100 nanoseconds. Tell it to wait for 100 nanoseconds. And then we're going to make it change X to not X. Okay? And then we want to copy this stimulus process. And we're going to paste it down here twice because we have two other inputs. So we'll rename that Stimulus Process 1, Stimulus Process 2, and we'll change that to Y and not Y, and Z and not Z, and not Z. Okay. Now the reason that we can do this is because each one of these processes that's inside this architecture is going to run all at exactly the same time. So we need to change our times. Make sure to do that. So this one we're going to actually have wait 50 nanoseconds, and we're going to have Z wait half of that so that we get all of them stimulated in a nice orderly fashion. So because they're all going to run at the same time, that means that Z is going to move faster than Y or X. So the slowest changing will be X, and the fastest changing will be Z, with Y being in the middle. You'll see that in just a second, though. So let's go on ahead and save our file, our test bench file. Now we want to execute it. We need to to highlight our main test bench. Do not highlight the source, that'll give you errors. So highlight the test bench, expand iSim simulator, double click behavioral check syntax. So we get our green check mark, that means we're good to simulate. So double click the simulate behavioral model. And it's going to open up another window here for us. It's going to open iSim. Now it gives us this little thing, it gives us our little our window here that shows us graphical analysis of it. Let's blow that up. So to blow that up, right click on default wconfig there, and then click float, and that'll pull your graph out. And then if you want to blow it up so it's easier to read, click the zoom to full view, and now we can see our whole test bench here. So you can see the period for X is approximately 200 nanoseconds, and then we've got 100 nanoseconds on our Y, and then 50 nanoseconds on our Z, and the only time we actually get a 1 out of F is whenever we have 1s across all of them. And so that is how you do a simple test bench. I hope that this was a helpful tutorial for you. Thanks, and have a great day.